Trae Young addressed what happened. He was not selected as an all-star reserve, and he talked about how it made him feel when he sat down in front of the media.
I mean, what's new? I got a lot of thoughts, obviously. I'll probably talk about it later on in life, maybe later on this year. But at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, top 24 players, best players in the league, supposed to go there. They're not getting the top 24 best players. They're missing one. So that's all I got to say. Ain't nothing new to me.
I like that.
Yeah.
They're missing one. I believe I'm a
Right.
top 24. I didn't say I was top 5, top 10. I believe I'm a top 24 player in the NBA, and they're missing one.
Yeah, they're missing another one in the Western Conference. The fact that Domantas Sabonis doesn't make the All-Star
He's
team.
balling.
21 points, 14 and a half rebounds. He leads the league in double-doubles with 42. He leads the league in rebounding at almost 15 a game. He shoots 61% from the field. Guess what? Not an all-star. This is what happens. You have these debates.
Yeah.
The game, quite frankly, doesn't matter. I mean, for us, it's just more about the introduction, being able to be there, being able to say, hey, I'm a 9-time All-Star or whatever it may be.
No, it's just, I don't know. I think it was special years ago, like everything else in basketball, when it kind of meant a little bit more to the guys to do stuff and be a part of these things, and they played an actual game and actually stars got in a dunk contest. So it's become what they've made of it, and sometimes it becomes a popularity contest. And if you are a villain, like Trae can be sometimes, I think it hurts your cause to be out there.
So
I don't know.
CBS Sports does kind of a rundown of snubs and whatnot. Let me read you an excerpt from what they say about Trae Young. It said, ultimately, coaches value winning, and Young's play hasn't translated. Yes, Young leads the league in assists, but his shooting is way down, barely 40%, 34% from three. At this point, Young has been pretty clearly labeled by coaches as a somewhat empty stats guy.
Yeah, that's a book on him.
The same thing they say about LaMelo Ball, who averages 28 a game. Speaking of empty stats, this is exactly how the article starts. So I wonder if that's a big
LaMelo
part
gets
of it.
snubbed too?
Yeah,
Right.
28 points, 7 assists. How's he not in? Tyrese Maxey, 27.6 assists.
They're 12
He's
and
not in.
32.
Yeah, that's how. That's exactly how.
Here is Shaquille O'Neal. If you think Trae Young is whining or pouting, here is Shaquille O'Neal, one of the NBA greats, Hall of Famer, and an analyst saying, you know what happened to Trae Young is wrong.
He should be mad. He should be upset because he said it like it was supposed to be said. 24 best players in the league, and he is one of the 24 best players in the league. I think that the system is flawed. Like, we need a letter of the law definition of what an all-star was supposed to be.
What's your letter of the law? How's that? You tell me.
A guy that can flat out play, put up points, winning or losing. They're not winning, they're in ninth. If, playoff starts today, they would be in play-in, so that's not really losing. So, but again, when you talk about the 24 best players in the league, it's a guy that can put up serious numbers and a guy that can play.
I think it is a couple of things. It's the Hawks not winning and respect. The jacket on Trae Young, he's just a stat stuffer. It doesn't mean he's getting those things that are helping the Hawks win. That is the jacket with coaches around the league. As you just point out, that's what they think, and they make the decision on the reserves.
Are these guys out because they've been hurt all year and didn't play? Embiid, Holmgren, Ja Morant, Zion, Luka.
Yeah.
Those guys aren't in their All-Star game, right?
Nor should they be.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some of those guys are
They're the best in the business.
They're the best 24.
But let me ask you this.
100%.
I mean, Luka's a top 5.
Let me ask you this.
Right, so it keeps bumping people out of there.
The cachet or a lack of cachet that the Hawks have. If Trae is a Celtic, if Trae is a Knick,
he's an all-star.
If Trae is a Buck,
there's no doubt he's an all-star.
Trae is a member of the Miami Heat.
That's why I brought it up the other day. How long does Trae deal with this stuff? And is it Trae's fault that this team is this bad? And there's been 2 or 3 different GMs and 2 or 3 different head coaches.
Right.
And all the stuff that's going on.
But I
Whose
want to
fault
win.
is it? Do you just want to win?
I want to be here. I mean,
do you want to be unselfish? Do you want to be known as a guy that is a me guy? Or not that I'm saying that he is, but and I think you got to shoot better from downtown. If that's your thing.
Yeah, right.
Right?
I don't think that's a fair criticism.
From downtown,
but
yeah.
you can't
Everything
hand
else
out,
has been better.
You can't hand out. It's not like he's scoring 15 and leading.
No, I know that.
You can't score nearly 24 points a game and hand out more assists than everybody, and then be with all those guys you just called that are out, and then say you still can't get it.
Right. No.
That's ridiculous.
That does seem slightly.
It's ridiculous.
With all those guys out top 24 guys, every one of those guys are all-stars if they play 35 games.
Sure.
And now those guys are gone, and you still can't get in? My God. And you're accounting for probably more points than
when you
90% of people out
absolutely.
there.
Yeah. So what do you?
I don't know.
What do you think is more important? Like if you were to break down the numbers for a guy like Trae Young, because the efficiency is bad.
Right.
It is.
That's a problem.
40% from the field is terrible.
He shoots the ball.
32% from three-point line is
too
very
much.
mediocre.
He has to shoot the ball too much to get to the 23. That's the problem.
And so I'll just use compare and contrast with him and Tyler Hero. Hero averages more points, barely, about half the amount of assists, more rebounds. But Tyler Hero's shooting 47.5% from the field and 40% from downtown. So his efficiency is weighed. If he volume shot, Tyler Hero could probably be a 30-point-a-game scorer if he really wanted.
What's the efficiency number? Do they have it on every stat? I don't see it on ESPN, but I was just
And
wondering.
I'm not taking a shot at that.
Yeah.
When you look at All-Star, you look at efficiency. Who's an All-Star? Who has pizzazz? Who wants to be out there with all the greats? Who do you want to see out there for an All-Star game? Not taking away anything from Tyler Hero, because I love the guy. I wish he were a Hawk.
No, you're
that
not
being
getting
said,
could have Jimmy
Trae Young, when you put him on TV, people want to see him. When you send him to New York, people want to see him. His cachet, I would think, is enough, but the coaches don't think so.